personally, I wouldn't be mad if I never see Terence fight again. The way he performed, getting ready to be 38, I think, in a few days. Man, what better way to go out? What better way to tell the game goodbye?
Andre Ward just set the boxing world on fire with a powerful statement, saying that Terence Crawford stepping away from the sport at nearly 38 years old would be the perfect final chapter to one of the greatest careers boxing has ever seen. A rare moment where timing, legacy, and greatness all line up, leaving fans debating whether this is the smartest exit in modern boxing history and cementing Crawford's name among the all-time greats.
I was arguing with Max on the way to the venue about Boots Ennis. Nah, we don't go fight Canelo and then go back and fight Boots Ennis. I saw a report today, somebody was talking about him going up to light heavyweight. Nah, we don't go up to light heavyweight. We just went up 3 weight classes since the Spence fight and 2 weight classes since the Madrimov fight, my last fight. This is the perfect send-off, Roy.
Yep.
In my opinion.
Ward made it clear that after conquering 3 weight divisions and accomplishing everything possible in boxing, there are simply no meaningful fights left for Terence Crawford, warning that testing himself against younger fighters or moving up to heavier divisions would only risk damaging the flawless legacy he spent 17 years building. And he went further by explaining why Crawford is so rare in today's boxing world, describing him as part of a dying breed of true fighters who are motivated by personal greatness and respect inside the ring rather than fame, followers, or social media hype, standing out in an era where many chase popularity and paydays, while Crawford's value comes purely from competition, discipline, and proving to himself and his peers that he sits at the very top of the sport.
I've never seen nothing like this in the sport of boxing. If you see responses from fans, they don't even argue who's better anymore. They're arguing who's the A side and who's not. Who's a draw and who. Y'all don't know a left hook from a fish hook, and you talking about who's the draw and who's the A side. That's the point that I'm making. It's not about proving. When you say young fighters don't want to prove, and there's still a few out there, and I think the Terence Crawfords of the world, I think he's one of the last of a dying breed. When you say prove, question is prove to who? Because if I can prove to my 500, 1 million, 2 million, 4 million followers, as long as they believe that I'm a GOAT and that I'm him and that I've done enough and everybody's ducking me, that's enough. That's the validation that helps cats sleep good at night.
Yeah.
The validation that yourself, myself, and other people was after was, number one, me. I gotta feel comfortable living with me. I gotta walk around and live with myself and be like, bruh, are you really him? Then it's my people, my coach, my goddaddy, my circle. I gotta look my kids in the face and I want them to know that my daddy the best fighter in the world. The real answer is, what do your peers say about you? How do they feel about you? Because most of the time, unless there's some personal stuff going on, a fighter gonna keep it 100. Yep. Fans can say what they want to say. You didn't fight nobody. A fighter will come in and say, you tripping. He fought this guy, that guy, this guy, this guy. The validation is from the fan base. The validation is from your followers. As long as they feel like you the guy, that's enough. So we're not even on an even playing field right now when we start talking about proving something to somebody, because the proving is social, YouTube, my platform is not the world.
Terence Crawford sent absolute shockwaves through boxing on December 16th when he officially announced his retirement, stunning fans worldwide as the undefeated legend walked away with a perfect 42-0 record, making it clear he had nothing left to prove after completing every mission he ever set for himself. A decision made even more legendary by the timing, coming just 3 months after his earth-shaking September 13th win over Canelo Alvarez, a historic victory that crowned Crawford as the only fighter in the four-belt era to become undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes, a feat many experts believe may never be matched. And after reaching that untouchable peak, Crawford took the longest break of his entire career, reflected on his dominance and sacrifices, and chose to leave the sport on his own terms, cementing a flawless legacy that will be debated, respected, and remembered for generations.
We have to cover the breaking news. Terence Bud Crawford has announced his retirement. Dude, Terence Crawford retiring makes all the sense in the world to me. I mean, the guy has literally accomplished the biggest thing you can possibly accomplish in boxing, and that's being on Mount Rushmore. I mean, not only did he end on top by being the best fighter in the world, he is a long-lasting fighter. I mean, he's knocking on 39 years old. It's appropriate. And with all the things that he's accomplished and everything that he's gone through as of late, as far as being stripped of the titles and everything like that, it makes sense for him to go ahead and bow out and say that I'm done. And he ends his career as being one of the greatest fighters to ever do it. So shout out to Terence Bud Crawford.
Not everyone in boxing is buying Terence Crawford's retirement story. And Eddie Hearn made that clear by raising serious doubts about whether this decision is truly final, hinting that there may be much more happening behind the scenes than fans realize, as he questioned if the announcement could be a calculated move within a bigger negotiation plan, explaining that years in the boxing business have taught him to read between the lines. And while he fully understands the physical toll the sport takes on fighters, his instincts tell him something else could be brewing, with Crawford possibly looking to escape a current contract or gain major leverage for future deals, admitting that this kind of suspicion comes naturally after witnessing countless similar scenarios play out during his long career as a boxing promoter.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, you never know the background to these things, you know. Is it part of a wider negotiation? That's just me knowing the game. Are there lingering injuries, which might be more likely, you know, where every camp, what's he, 38 years old, 39? But every camp gets very, very hard. For the boxing world, and even for fight fans, it's not frustrating because it's his decision, but he's now reached that superstar status. You kind of want him to keep going, and it wasn't like his performance against Canelo showed signs of aging or anything like that, but he's also made a lot of money. What a time to bow out on top. You know, a lot of fighters have one too many. So maybe he feels like the way my body is, maybe I'll get beat and I don't need to get beat. I've got everything I've got. Or maybe he had a contract to fight someone else, but if he retires, he's not in that contract anymore, or it will give him greater leverage to negotiate a deal. That's just me.
Even with his doubts, Eddie Hearn also admitted the most likely reason behind Crawford's decision, acknowledging that the champion's body may finally be telling him it is time to walk away. Because while Crawford's ring IQ, timing, and awareness are still world-class, the reality of being nearly 40 catches up to every fighter, no matter how great, and Hearn stressed that it would make no sense for a legend of Crawford's level to gamble his hard-earned legacy by stepping in with hungry, dangerous young contenders who are still climbing the ranks and have everything to gain.
But it all depends on his body. I mean, that, you know, I wasn't being facetious before, but like, you never know the landscape of this, but more likely is for this is a good time to bow out, or got a few niggles and I don't think I should fight anymore. But you know, if physically he's able, he's one of the greatest fighters of all time. So his IQ's on another level, but what is there to do? Like, he's not going to want to go and fight, I don't know, Jaron Ennis. Like, he's going to look at that and go, well, I'm going to fight a 28-year-old coming through, I'm giving you my legacy.
The respect Terence Crawford commands across boxing was crystal clear in the reaction from Artur Beterbiev, who took to social media to salute Crawford's historic achievement of becoming the first fighter in professional boxing history to win undisputed titles in 3 weight classes while staying undefeated, calling it an accomplishment many would believe is impossible and congratulating him on a truly legendary career. And that praise only grew louder when Roy Jones Jr. weighed in, with the boxing icon calling Crawford's retirement both a smart and beautiful decision, stressing that Crawford has absolutely nothing left to prove after already showing the world his greatness beyond any doubt, a moment that further confirms just how deeply respected and admired Crawford is among the sport's elite.
Would you believe that Crawford's really retired?
I do.
Well, what do you think about this issue with the WBC sanctioning?
I don't want to talk about it. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It wasn't me. I don't know enough about it to talk about it. So I mean, I know that I do have respect for WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO. So I always respect them. I always did what I had to do. And without those guys, we would have never known who the champions were. So I can't say nothing against them. He may have his own personal vendetta with him. I don't know enough about it to say whether he was right or wrong. So, you know, it's what it is.
Roy, who's the best fighter in boxing right now?
Right now, if he retires, if Terence retires, it's got to be Usyk.
Who?
Usyk.
Usyk is the best.
Without a question. If Terence retires, it's got to be Usyk now.
Stephen A. Smith described Terence Crawford as a rare pound-for-pound great who is stepping away from boxing right at the height of his powers after an incredible career, admitting that while fans will forever debate how Crawford might have matched up against legends like Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Ray Leonard, that talk should never overshadow what he actually accomplished, as Smith stressed that Crawford deserves full respect and celebration for giving boxing everything he had, delivering elite performances every time out, and never once cheating the fans who stood behind him throughout his entire journey.
He's taken on all comers, and he's taken all of them out. He is spectacular. He's the best pound for pound. He's been a tribute and a testament to the sport of boxing, and he should be not just applauded, not just celebrated, but revered because he's that special. My props to him if indeed this is it and we'll never see him fighting again. Thank you for all you've done for boxing, Terence Crawford, because he never cheated us.
Not everyone believes Terence Crawford's retirement is truly the end, as Rolando Raleigh Romero openly shared his strong gut feeling that Crawford will eventually return to the ring despite walking away after his massive win over Canelo Alvarez, admitting he cannot point to a specific fight or opponent that would bring him back, but remaining convinced that a competitor of Crawford's level does not leave the sport for good, suggesting this announcement may not be the final chapter in an already legendary boxing story.
Crawford brother just retired. Just what are your thoughts on that? He retired obviously on top, biggest win of his career against Canelo.
I got a feeling he'll be back.
You got what?
I got a feeling he'll be back. Just got a feeling.
Who would he come back against? Why would a Terence Crawford come back at this point?
I don't know. Just got a feeling. When you got a feeling, you just got a feeling, you know? You ever just have a feeling?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Ryan Garcia shared a similar view, suggesting that Terence Crawford's retirement could be a smart, strategic move like Floyd Mayweather's, stepping away from the sport with a plan to return later, praising Crawford's intelligence and greatness as a fighter while expressing confidence that fans will see him back in the ring, implying that this retirement might be more of a tactical pause than a permanent goodbye.
What did you think about Crawford retiring? Hey, I don't think he's really retiring though. Maybe he's having a Jake Paul fight. No, he's doing the Mayweather thing. Oh, retiring, coming back. He'll be back. He'll be back. Oh.
Tim Bradley, who fought Crawford firsthand, gave one of the most credible takes on his talent, calling him the most skilled and naturally gifted fighter he's ever faced, and even comparing him to Manny Pacquiao, describing Crawford as a legendary figure whose technical brilliance was obvious long before he earned his place among boxing's all-time greats, making Bradley's first-hand perspective a powerful testament to just how extraordinary Crawford's career and abilities truly are.
Crawford is the most talented fighter that I've ever been in the ring with, right along with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was a savage. He was definitely savage, but Crawford, skill for skill, I ain't never been in the ring with nobody more skillful than Crawford. This is history. This is a GOAT before he became the GOAT. And you gotta see how he was before he got to where he is now.
Amir Khan, who faced Crawford in April 2019, also weighed in on the retirement, calling him a true boxing legend who will always be remembered among the sport's greatest, revealing in an interview with The Ring that he had seen Crawford just 2 days before the announcement at an IBA event in Dubai, where Crawford hadn't mentioned retiring, and Khan had even asked about his next fight because he wanted to attend. Speaking as both a friend and a fan of elite boxing, Khan reflected on their time, training together, including Crawford traveling to the mountains for extended sessions, creating unforgettable memories that Khan will always cherish.
You know, Terence is such a legend in the sport of boxing, and is always going to be remembered as one of the greats. I saw him 2 days ago in Dubai at the boxing event, at the IBA event, and I never mentioned one little thing. I'm now asking him who's going to fight next because I want to be there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm a friend, and I love boxing, and I love seeing good boxing, and obviously been training alongside him for a long time, and him taking the time out to come all the way to the mountains to train with me. You know what I mean? That's something that's always going to stay with me. A guy like him who, when he was pound for pound, in my last fight, he flew over all the way to Omaha, and from Omaha, up in the hills. Where are the hills again?
Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs. Yeah. And he came just to train with me and to help me and support me. You know what I mean? That's what you call a champion. That respects other people as well, other champions. And that's one thing about Terence Crawford. He's always respected other all the champions, all his peers, all his partners, all his gym mates. And he's going to be missed. Great legend of a guy. Not only what he did, what he's like in the ring. People know how good he is in the ring, but what he's like outside the ring is more humbling. There's a big difference between him and Mayweather. There's a big difference between him and the other fighters I've been around. Terence is a lovely guy who is very respectful and is a family man.
Max Kellerman delivered a powerful tribute to Crawford's career, calling him part of a rare group of fighters whose dominance was so total that fans will endlessly debate if anyone could have beaten him, pointing out that across 40 professional fights in 5 weight classes, Crawford's control was so clear and consistent that there was rarely any doubt about the outcome as his bouts reached the final rounds. A level of mastery that firmly places him among boxing's all-time elite.
There are some guys who people who lived through their eras will say, you ain't beating that guy. Yeah. And Terence Crawford's one of those guys. He's one of those guys. The people who watched him through this era will swear up and down no one could have ever beaten him. And they have a good case. Like, no one really competed with him. He had over 40 professional fights through 5 weight classes. And you were never watching a Crawford fight, and here it is in the 11th round, and you're going, I wonder if he's going to win this fight.
Yeah. The boxing world agrees. Terence Crawford has officially cemented himself as one of the most unstoppable and legendary fighters of his generation. Whether this retirement is final or just a pause, his flawless record, unmatched technical genius, and dominance across multiple weight classes put him in a league almost no one in history has ever reached, and fans everywhere are left in awe of his greatness. Whether he stays retired or storms back into the ring, Crawford's legacy as one of boxing's all-time icons is sealed forever. Subscribe to Fighters Arena Pro for the hottest updates, and make sure to like, comment, and share to celebrate a true legend.